Good morning, good morning. I'm a little sluggish this morning, but I am here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today we're going to be talking about those of you who've been dreaming about colors and numbers. We're going to get an idea, an intuitive read, and see what's going on. I'm going to give it a few minutes before I start to allow a few people to come on. If not, I'm at an odd time. I've never come on this time of day, so I don't know what the response is, but nonetheless, I'm here. So I'm using my Dream Oracle cards as well as my intuitive cards. And I have my Mystic Monday cards, which I will be going live later on today to do my live for my Mystic Monday. Why is it not showing live? I don't see where I'm live. You've been dreaming about weird weather, numbers, crazy natural environment situations. You've been dreaming about weird weather, numbers, crazy natural environment. There's a reason for that, so we're going to talk about that right now. My sage stick keeps burning out. Let me light that again so I can get some clear messages. Removing negativity, setting the intention to remove negativity and to get some clear messages. So welcome to Dream Moves. Welcome. For those of you who are here now, wave your hand, let me know you're here. This is just an intuitive read. I'm a little late this morning. I'm usually here at 7 in the morning, but so if you've never seen this, maybe that's why. Where I'm going to be discerning my dream, well, not my dream, but I'm going to be discerning dreams that deal with colors and numbers, and also weather and natural events. So I'm going to be pulling my cards to see what these are all about. Typically when you're having those dreams, it's about getting clear on some things, things being out of control in your life maybe, not having an understanding of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So we're going to do one card pull, and then I'll do the intuitive card confirmation or clarification if I need it. This is going to be real quick because I have some outside of tarot things to do today. Outside life things to do. So we have awakening. Your consciousness is awakening. You're becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. So there's definitely somebody that is experiencing a lot of the different colors and numbers, because in the awakening process, there are those who notice the synchronicities and number patterns and repetitions and things like that. And that's definitely a sign. I'll actually be doing a video on what each of those numbers mean, going from 1 to 11 or 12, so to speak. I'll be coming up with that pretty soon, so look out for that. Because I know in my journey of awakening, I was rather confused and I really didn't know what that was all about. But know that maybe you're seeing numbers and colors, because colors actually have meaning and they actually help with healing. So if you're seeing a lot of colors and a lot of numbers, then you probably want to start Googling that and looking that up and seeing what that is, because there's definitely a message that's involved in that. So again, you're going through some type of awakening process to where your emotions or your heart or your love level or your experience with relationships is being awakened. It's being opened up, because there's something that you have been holding back that needs to be released. When you're going through that awakening process, that means that you have been wearing a mask. So there's someone here that has been wearing a mask in the area of love, in the area of maybe relationships. I don't know what it is that has happened to your heart, but you're definitely in the process of awakening your heart chakra. A lot of you have experienced through COVID a lot of things where you have lost a lot of relationships, or some of you have experienced where you've gotten through a lot of difficulties in the relationship, because I see here all of your cards for the confirmations are dealing with either cups or love or emotions. So you definitely have the universe at play here. So maybe there was some relationship losses that you experienced. That's probably why you're going through a lot of the emotional breakdown and breakup. There's some detachment going on, a lot of isolation. A lot of you are hibernating and hiding for some situations that maybe you have experienced, because I know myself, I've gone through quite a bit of isolation and hibernation in order to learn and to grow, because again, COVID and last year was just a turmoil. It was just a tumultuous time for me and for a lot of other people. So a lot of us experienced that path of exploring and going down new ways of thinking and new ways of doing things, because you are going through that awakening process. So when you see the lack of motivation and during the awakening process, it can look like depression. That's what I'm trying to say. It can look like you've given up on life. It can look like that everything is hopeless. Everything is lost. It is no more. That you're over. That you're done for. It's a very dark and dreary place, and it's definitely a place where you can either make it or break it, fly, ride or fly. It's a test of your character. It's a test definitely of your strength. It definitely is you being stripped of all of the norm and you being forced to go into another direction. So these colors and these numbers and this weather and these natural events are like warnings for you, because again, when you see numbers and synchronicity with the universe and the colors representing numbers as well and meanings as well, then that's just the angels in the universe speaking their language to you and trying to get your attention. they're definitely trying to get your attention in the awakening process. So there are some people who are definitely going through a lot of experiences where you're dealing with being reunited with people, but the relationships being restored. You being restored to a better person yourself. You have the Lover's card here, which again tells me that there's a lot of union and family and love that's being reconstructed. And a lot of people, again, went through those tumultuous times during COVID in their relationships. So a lot of relationships were probably ended or destroyed or ruined. But the Lover's card with the Six of Cups tells me that with this awakening process, there's definitely a lot of people that went through some type of transformation, some type of being better at themselves, so where they can come back and treat you better, so to speak. So a lot of relationships have gone through a lot of situations to where, again, you were tested and some people failed, but now you're being seen in a different light. You're being called to look at people in a different light, because again, you see the Six of Cups. It's as if you're restoring. It's as if you're restoring and you're sharing now. The butterflies are around. You know that there's something that has changed. There has been a vibe, some type of joy or attraction or desire was restored. So there's definitely some situations going on that maybe, again, people are probably not enjoying, but it's definitely for an end result for you to be restored. So if you're in a troubled relationship, the relationship may have ended. This period right now that you're in is probably the separation period. And Spirit is just reminding you that it's okay. So somebody's probably feeling down and out and needs some motivation or needs some encouragement. It's definitely some type of awakening within the relationship. I see the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, which means that somebody's voice is being asked to open up, and then you have the angel of love in reverse. So somebody is definitely disconnected in the matters of their heart, and you're being asked right now to speak up for whatever it is that your heart desires, whatever it is. So you've probably been in toxic relationships or abusive relationships that haven't served you, and it's definitely time for you to show self-expression and to speak your truth. So the natural events could be the storm that's brewing if you don't speak your truth. The colors and numbers and the repetition is just signs of the angels speaking to you and telling you what it is that you need to do. So definitely that lack of connection that's there, it's because you're not speaking your truth. Somebody needs to speak their truth. There's something that you need to say, and you need to be able to feel comfortable with saying it. So the relationship that you're in or the experience that you're going through is dealing with you speaking your truth. So it's definitely a time for you to awaken to the fact that you need what is, your heart desires. You deserve it. You deserve it. Speak your truth. You deserve it. So there's probably some Princess of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. So there's definitely somebody who is at a place where they're balancing ideas. So there's probably a lot on your mind. You're probably pretty confused and bewildered as to what it is that's going on. And again, you're afraid to speak your mind, and that fear is holding you back from ever receiving whatever it is that you will ever desire. Again, that possible disconnect, maybe it's a divorce going on. Maybe there's, again, a separation going on. Just know that this process is definitely it's to get you to awaken, to see yourself for who you are, and to allow you to embrace being in union with yourself, reconnecting with yourself, owning yourself, knowing thyself. So this is an experience where if you find yourself unable to let go of somebody, this is just a card to remind you that, or this reading, this dream is a representative of reminding you of letting that person go, because that past relationship, it's over. It's definitely a time for you to walk away from it. You're holding on to it, or either again, it's the message is, if it's breaking up, let it break up. Let the natural flow of it happen, because in the end, if everything goes right, if the lessons are learned, if the union is restored, if if the imbalance is balanced out, then you'll be restored. And if not, you'll be reunited with somebody, or you'll be placed in another relationship that's even better for you. So in the end, you're going to win. But this process is definitely that you're going through. It's definitely a time for you to walk away and to let it go. You are definitely being called to let it go. And it's time to let it go, walk away. It's no more. In the process, it's being held up because you don't want to let it go. And those things that you have behind the blessing of letting that relationship go, you're prolonging it, so to speak, because you're creating out of alignment issues that, are keeping you away from the actual destiny. So things have not been going right. Things have been out of the perfect norm, so to speak. It's just not feeling right. There are a lot of mistakes going on. Again, that relationship may have been ended. There's some type of massive loss that you're experiencing, and it's definitely putting you in a place where you're definitely totally uncomfortable. But I'm here to send the message that if you start giving more, then the balance in the universe will be received. Because whatever it is that you're being asked at this time. So again, it's looking like love. So maybe you've been selfish in a relationship, not giving of yourself more, and that's the lesson to be learned. But there's definitely awakening that's going on in the process of your heart, or the way you think, or the way you feel about relationships. There's something going on that you need to pay attention to. So there's definitely a message in the colors and the numbers and the crazy weather as well. Again, it's a call to wake you up in the heart, because your heart is bleeding because you have been selfish with your love. So maybe even you've been giving too much of your love and you haven't been receiving it. There's definitely some balance being restored at this time. So maybe the loss of the relationship that you just suffered from, this person wasn't right. This person didn't treat you right in the first place. So now that they're being removed from your life, spirit is balancing out. So now that you have that free space, you're able to bring in the blessings of somebody that's actually going to treat you right. So this is actually a positive, good reading, even though it may be that you're in the middle of a tough process right now. It might be heartbreaking. And again, you have the Lover's card. So somebody's definitely being taught a lesson. Somebody who's hurt you is being taught a lesson. They're going through the awakening process. Because again, you have the Six of Cups, where you see the unison where they're getting back together. And again, even if it's not with this particular person, the person that you're restored with, or placed with, it's going to be a good blessing. It's going to be a good relationship, a happier relationship. So I hope this helps someone. Again, if you're here right now, wave and say hello. If you have any questions, ask me now while I'm here. I don't even think this live is visible to anybody, but we're going to see. I'm going to go live on my other page because I got a signal that it's live, but I don't see any activity, and that's weird. So again, that's all I have for today. I hope that helps someone. Open your eyes, open your heart, see where it is that, oh, somebody is on here. Cool. The message for today, see where it is. Oh, good morning, Danielle. See, I didn't know if this was live. I couldn't tell. It wasn't beeping or anything. But the message for today is open your eyes, see where you're going. Look at your plans in life. Know that the relationship loss or the tough time or the experience is definitely teaching you something about loving yourself. It's definitely teaching you about loving others and forgiveness. So today you're going to definitely focus on forgiveness and love. No matter what the situation is, it's definitely an awakening process, again, as the cards reveal. And in that awakening process, your heart is being tuned up and shown what love is really all about. So those deadbeat relationships, those toxic relationships, it's definitely time to move past that, and it's definitely time to move on from that because it's something better out there for you. But this process that you're going through is teaching you first, again, to love yourself, and then to learn to love others. Not even necessarily unconditionally, because some people you just have to learn to love from a distance. You don't have to have them in your life. But just learn to love in a healthy manner. Because some things you just, okay, it's enough is enough. But again, this experience that you're going through is definitely divinely guided. And it's teaching you to be restored with genuine love. And whatever love is that you have not seen, this journey that you're going on is taking you to show you what real love really is. So tune in to me a little later today. Again, I have to run a few errands. I have to mail out these packages for those who signed up for my course. Spots are still available, so if you're interested, like and share this. I don't know if you can. I can't see on my computer where you can, but anyway, tell a friend. But I am out, so if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I hope this message helps somebody. Again, if you want questions asked, drop them below. When I drop back in here, I'll do further reading and give you the answers to those questions. But you definitely have to drop them in this reading. Have a good day. Bye.